integral of cotangent to the fifth of x cosecant to the fourth of x dx. Now notice this is the case where you have an odd power of cotangent times an even power of cosecant. So what do we do here? In the lecture video, there are two ways to deal with this. Either you split off a factor of cotangent x cosecant x, or you split off a factor of cosecant squared x. The splitting of a factor of cotangent x cosecant x comes from this odd power of cotangent. The splitting of cosecant squared x comes from this even power of cosecant. So for this problem, let's just do the former, or splitting of a factor of cotangent x cosecant x. So the integral is also equal to integral of cotangent to the fourth of x cosecant cube of x times cotangent x cosecant x dx. And the derivative of cosecant x is negative cotangent x cosecant x dx. So we want our u to be cosecant x. So that means we have to get rid of this cotangent to the fourth of x by converting it to cosecant x. Cotangent to the fourth of x is just cotangent squared x squared, and using the Pythagorean identity gives us cosecant squared x minus 1 squared. So our integral now becomes integral of the quantity cosecant squared x minus 1 squared cosecant cube x cotangent x cosecant x dx. And as I've said a while ago, we will let u be cosecant of x. So du is negative cotangent x cosecant x dx. Using the substitution, we will get the original integral is equal to this negative sign in the negative cotangent x cosecant x dx will be put outside. So our integral now is negative integral of the quantity u squared minus 1 squared u cube cosecant cube of x and then du. And of course, this is just polynomial. So let's expand. U squared minus 1 squared is just u to the fourth minus 2u squared plus 1. And this is just a polynomial again. So let's distribute the u cube over the terms. So we will get negative of integral of u to the 7th minus 2u to the 5th plus u cube du. And we can readily integrate this now. So our original integral is negative 1/8 u to the 8th plus 1/3 u to the 6th minus 1/4 u to the 4th plus c. So I distributed as well the minus sign here over the integrand to get this. And what's our final step? Our final step is to substitute back the u equals cosecant x. So our final answer will be negative 1/8 cosecant to the 8th of x plus 1/3 cosecant to the 6th of x minus 1/4 cosecant to the 4th of x plus c. Okay, let's pause a bit before going to the next problem. Integral of tangent to the 6th of x secant to the 6th of x dx. Now notice that this is the case where you have an even power of tangent and an even power of secant. So according to the lecture video, what should we do? We should use the even power of secant here and split off a factor of secant squared of x. And we will use u equals tangent x. So let's do that. Tangent to the 6th of x secant to the 6th of x dx integral is equal to tangent to the 6th of x secant to the 4th of x secant squared x dx integral. And again, we want our u to be tangent x, so we will let this secant to the 4th of x be expressed in terms of tangent of x. So just like with the previous examples, secant to the 4th of x is 1 plus tangent squared x and then squared. And then as I've said, let u be tangent x so that du equals secant squared of x dx. So our integral now becomes, after applying the substitution, our original integral is u to the 6th or tangent to the 6th of x times 1 plus u squared and then squared. And then secant squared x dx is du. So notice that we are just integrating a polynomial. So how do we do this? We will just expand first the 1 plus u squared squared and then distribute the u to the 6th. So our integral now becomes u to the 6th times the quantity 1 plus 2u squared plus u to the 4th du. integral. And distributing the u to the 6th gives us integral of the quantity u to the 6th plus 2u to the 8th plus u to the 10th du. And we can integrate this directly to give 1 over 7 u to the 7th plus 2 ninths u to the 9 plus 1 over 11 u to the 11 plus c. Once again, what is the final step? Final step is to bring back the tangent x. So let us substitute u equals tangent x to give the final answer, which is 1 over 7 tangent to the 7th of x plus 2 ninths tangent to the 9th of x plus 1 over 11 tangent to the 11th of x plus c. And that's it. So let us pause a bit before going to the next problem. Let's go to our final integral, the integral of cotangent squared x cosecant x dx. So this is the hardest case actually. The case where you have even power of cotangent times odd power of cosecant, or even power of tangent times odd power of secant. So what do we do here? What we will do here is to write the cotangent in terms of cosecant. Remember that cotangent squared x is cosecant squared x minus 1. So let's do that. So the integral is integral of the quantity cosecant squared x minus 1 times cosecant x dx. And let's distribute and split the integral. So we will get integral of cosecant cube x minus integral of cosecant x dx. And the second integral can be evaluated readily. So we will get integral of cosecant cube x dx. I just copied the first integral minus the integral of cosecant x dx, which is ln absolute value of cosecant x minus cotangent x. And then let's just put the plus c later. So with that said, we now have to evaluate this first integral, which is the integral of cosecant cube x dx. So how do we do this? What we will do is, we will let our dv be cosecant squared x dx. So our u is cosecant x. Why do we do this? So that our v will be negative cotangent x. And then du will be negative cosecant x cotangent x dx. You will see later why I chose the dv first before the u. So anyway, using integration by parts, refer back to the last video, our integral now becomes this long expression. So this is just uv negative cosecant x cotangent x minus the integral of v du, which is negative cotangent x times negative cosecant x cotangent x dx. And then let's just copy the negative ln absolute value of cosecant x minus cotangent x. Let's simplify a bit. So we will get negative cosecant x cotangent x minus the integral of cotangent squared x cosecant x dx. And then minus ln of absolute value of cosecant x minus cotangent x. So we have a new integral here. Integral of cotangent x cosecant x dx. But this is the original integral that we want. So what do we do here? Let's refer back to our integration by parts video. If after integration by parts, if we end up with the original integral again after integration by parts and possibly other methods, we will now treat this expression here, this equation, as an equation in terms of the integral. So transposing the integral on the right side of the equation to the left side gives us 2 times the integral of cotangent squared x cosecant x dx equals negative cosecant x cotangent x minus ln absolute value of cosecant x minus cotangent x plus c. So let's put the plus c already here. And so our original integral of cotangent squared x cosecant squared x dx is obtained by dividing both sides of the equation by 2. So our original integral is equal to negative 1/2 times the quantity cosecant x cotangent x plus ln absolute value of cosecant x minus cotangent x plus c. So I just factored out the minus sign so that it looks nicer here. Anyway, that's it. So this is the hardest case for trigonometric integrals. And that is because the method of solving this integral is different from the other cases, where you just have to split off an appropriate factor and apply an appropriate substitution. In this case, you will have to use integration by parts as well. So anyway, that's all the integrals I want to discuss for this video. Finally, let's go to the exercises. So now, I have 5 exercises here, and all of these will be of different cases, except for number 4, where you will have to use product to sum identities to solve. Anyway, have fun solving, and I'll see you next time.